Hey guys, Wesley here. Today, we're downtown Salt Lake City, and we're gonna be shooting some street photography. Now, this is something a little different than what I normally do, but I'm really excited to kind of set out and try this. I'm not particularly good at street photography, but you know what? We're just gonna take some photos downtown. We're gonna have some fun. I have some Ilford XB2 Super 400 loaded into my film camera, and I'm just excited to see what type of photos we get. So let's take some photos. So that's the thing with Salt Lake City. I think we have a smaller city than most. And so I think that there's a lot less people walking the streets. Plus it's winter time, it's getting cold. So like less people want to be outdoors. So I think it's kind of like the worst part of the year to try to get street photography of people. But you know what? We're gonna keep trying. So I just dropped up the film over at Alan's camera and we're just waiting on the scans. But I have to say, this was honestly a really fun challenge to just kind of like walk around my city, go shoot photos of things that I like and enjoy. And it was kind of fun to just be able to shoot in black and white and kind of have those, you know, constraints, because I shoot downtown quite a bit. I love downtown Salt Lake, but I don't normally shoot black and white, just street photography. So it was kind of a little bit of fun to just walk around and honestly just take photos of people and things and buildings. And yeah, now it's all at the lab and I just hope that it comes out. But I have my friend Trevor here, who I met up with at Alan's, and he just was gonna hang out with me until we basically get our scans. But he's also done some street photography and stuff. So yeah, I mean, he has a little bit of insight of what it's like, and he's taken some really great photos.
I don't have like a super extensive like portfolio of street photography, but some photos that I have that are like street photography photos are honestly some of my favorite photos that I've taken. Some of them are as recent as like within the past like month, and some of them are significantly older. Some of them are things that I took when I lived in Japan. And that honestly was probably some of the coolest street photography, is because like, you know, growing up in Utah, like downtown Salt Lake is downtown Salt Lake, you know? And I feel like that goes for anywhere where like where you grow up is where you grow up. You see it all the time. And so it's not very spectacular. And when I went to Japan and I would walk the streets in Japan, and I'm in Okinawa, like some of the most like ordinary, like rundown alleyways and streets ended up being some of my favorite photos that I took. There's so much you can do in street photography beyond just what everyone else is doing. If there's anybody who wants to get into photography or doesn't know what to do with photography, just go do it. I mean, that's literally as simple as it gets.
This is the point in the video where normally I would just talk about my photos, except none of them turned out. There's like 4 photos of overexposures and it just looks terrible and unusable. And honestly, I'm freaking out at this point. I'm like, my camera's broken. What am I gonna do for this video? And I just don't know what's going on. And my brain's just flooded with all of this worry. So I rushed down to Alan's. I had them throw a test roll into my camera to just make sure that my take up is even just taking the film properly. And of course, it's like kind of 50-50, where it's sometimes taking the film properly and sometimes it's not. And I don't know what's really going on with my camera, and I'm freaking out. And I decide, like, I go home and I'm just worried about this video, and I decide, like, you know what? We don't even know what's wrong with the camera. We don't even know if it's just, you know, like if it's broken, if it's kaput, if like we need to get this repaired. I don't even know. It could have just been a fluke about how I loaded the camera. So I decided the next day to put some Ultramax in my camera and go around the valley shooting photos with my wife. I finished the roll, rushed down to Alan's, dropped it off for a rush, and I got my photos back. And let me tell you, it's not street photography, but I think the camera's doing okay. I think it's so easy to just jump to conclusions and worry about stuff, but I think ultimately this has been such a wild ride with trying to take street photos that maybe this is just a sign for me to not take street photos, or maybe it's a sign that I shouldn't give up. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I know a lot of these photos that I took did actually turn out really, really pretty. If you want to see all of them, they're going to be on my Instagram, but I'm going to just chalk this up to it being an old camera and the fact that I probably didn't load it right. I still had a ton of fun shooting photos, and I think that's really what it boils down to, is just getting out there and having fun and taking photos. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys like this video, leave me a like. If you guys want to see more of this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you don't miss any uploads. And also, I'd like to know what type of content to make, so leave me a comment below, let me know what you'd like to see, and yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video.
So I don't have like an extensive background in street photography, but I
No. We can.
I'm sorry. I just saw the opportunity and I took it. So
I don't want to hold this if you're holding it at all.
I was gonna put my hand here, and then you did. And I was like, now I have to. Anyway, so.
No, hold for sound.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna just shoot this vertically now. Okay. How about we just move this? All right.
Okay.
How about I put this here?